There we go. All right, there we go. We're streaming live. All right. We live. Nobody's here. How do I? All right. Can you hear me, everybody? Microphone, 2 turntables, and a microphone. Oh. What's this do? What? You gotta let people know beforehand. Well, I've never done this before. I just clicked, you know, go, go, go. How did you find me, DJ? How'd you know I was on? Did it come up in your suggestions or what? This is so neat. Yeah. The audio seems to be going faster than the video. Well, how do I fix that? Oh, yeah. When I move my mouth, there. Wow, I popped up as a notification. Well, thanks. I don't know how to fix this audio delay. I got, what's it called? Fiber optic internet. That's cool, right? I don't know. But my voice is clear? Is that correct? So, Amateur Redneck Workshop, that's why I got my microphone, my earphones hooked up. He's doing, I think at 4 o'clock, a stream. I sent him a personal email at the email on his, listed on his page under About. And I said, I'd like to be included in the live stream if you send me a link. I did not receive an email back from him, so I don't know, what, maybe he didn't get it or what, I don't know. Is that typically what you do? You got to ask somebody to like, you said he's going to give me a link, or maybe he's got too many participants already. You should have plenty of power to broadcast your clear audio-wise. Thank you. This is my first time, brother. This is really cool. No, I appreciate your help, DJ. That's neat. I'm on my laptop with the built-in webcam. He likes to pre-plan a couple of weeks. Really? Okay. Well, I guess I'm a last-minute Charlie, and that don't fly. Huh. Well, maybe he'll email me back, and I can get in there. You're on the TV in my shop. Ha! Doozer's in Foxburg shop. Nice. That's awesome. You're the first person to ever see me on my computer. Kind of exciting. Oh, hey, I bought a new old truck like yesterday, Friday. I should do a video of it. I think I'll do that today. About a 92 Chevy dually, and it's got a 11-foot flatbed and like 7-foot wide, 11-foot long, 1-ton dually with the 350 motor, throttle body injected, and it's got the 5-speed transmission. It's a new Venture 4500 5-speed with the granny gear. It's pretty mid. Okay, better cam. Okay. I'll ask my friends at work what they recommend, because we have cameras at work for our computers. Maybe at Best Buy or Circuit City or whatever we can get, or Amazon. But anyways, yeah, I got a shop truck, and being in the South, there's zero rust, man. This thing is clean as it almost came out of the showroom floor. Brand new GM engine. I guess the guy cracked the block on the other one, but I'll do a video. Re-watch when you're done. Okay. Well, I'm seeing myself on my screen now. Yeah, they're cheap. Yeah. I'm seeing myself on my screen now. It doesn't look too bad. But yes, I'll rewatch this and I'll see. I'm kind of new to technology, and I'm just, I don't know, funny that way, but I really, you guys inspired me to want to get this video thing going so I could, talk shop with you guys. So thank you. You've really like secretly motivated me to up my game here with this video and stuff and this chatting. So I appreciate it. You guys seem to have a great discussion last time. Yeah. Watch again and you'll see what the quality is. You're also on a 55-inch screen. Oh wow. Killer. Hey, Daniel, Abby, how are you? This is, I got Foxburg here, and you're the second person to join in. I just randomly got this microphone, and I just wanted to try it out. I've never live streamed before. So, cool. So I know Foxburg is in Titusville, Pennsylvania. Where are you videoing, chatting us from, Daniel? I mean, you don't have to say if you want to be incognito. I'm just curious. New Jersey, nice. In case you guys didn't know, I'm from Buffalo, New York. Now I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and but yeah, Central Jersey. That rocks. Nice. Nice. That's cool. Yeah. So I assume you're a home shop guy too, Daniel. I don't think you had much on your channel. I don't remember. Northeast Pennsylvania. Rock on. It's funny, the city of Northeast Pennsylvania is like the most western part of the state, because there's a city called Northeast. But yeah, it's kind of neat. So you guys know all about snow and salt and winter. I've lived in Charlotte for 11 years now. But man, I had rusty vehicles all the time. I had a good car. I had a winter beater. I keep vice grips in my glove compartment. If I blow a brake line, I'll just pinch off the line with vice grips and keep on going. Pretty financial. Okay, you're into finance. Cool. That's cool. Neato. Admittedly, I can't specialize in everything. I'm a jack of many things, but I have my investments done by a guy, and my taxes done H&R Block. Yeah, good question. Cool. How do you? Well, you can't say. I always called it TAG. T TAG. I know what they are. They're fair bit quality for what the size they are. Cool. Nice. One of my favorite things to do on the lathe is to cut threads. It's just so neat. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe your favorite thing is knurling or whatever. I don't know. But I love cutting threads. It's really neat. Um, and with the bigger lathes, you have automatic things with cutting threads. Single dog clutch, so you can, don't have to open the lead nuts. Brazed carbide, that should go there. There you go, man. YouTubers reaching out. Yeah, he's an insult to the Irish folks. Huh. Didn't know that. That's kind of weird. Huh. P tall. Apparently. I don't know what that is. So brazed carbide, it's always got the flat top to the carbide, and never has any back rakes. Oh, you and Dan been commenting from the get-go. Cool. Well, I'll tell you something. My name is Dan for real, and I go by Doozer. Yeah, I go by Doozer. It's from Fraggle Rock. I never told anybody this. Fraggle Rock is a Jim Henson Muppets show, Muppets program. And Doozers they're little green guys with red hard hats, and they build structures out of crystals they make from radishes. And because they have a hard hat and they do stuff all the time, one of my friends in college started calling me Doozer, and it stuck. But my real name is Dan or Daniel. So I've got friends that will even introduce me as Doozer. Hey, Doozer, meet Bob. Your first record. Oh wow, yeah, I had like Sesame Street records when I was really young. Fraggle Rock. I don't know what else I had. Sesame Street. I didn't know Fraggle Rock was a record. That's pretty awesome. But I did have records when I was a kid. Down to Fraggle Rock. Hey Van Man, what's up, dude? Van Man's in Buffalo, where I am from. Sorry, Peter. I call him Van Man because of his last name. I know I'm silly. I'm sorry. Yeah, Foxburg's been in Buffalo for a while, a couple years. You told me, so that's cool. Yeah, this is my first live stream there, Peter. Niagara Falls, recovering from another surgery. Oh man. Well, I hope you're recovering well. Um, I need to get up to Buffalo. I might come. Man, I should come next week. I should come and my buddies are on Grand Island. My buddy Mark and my buddy Jim. I'd like to hook up with you, Van Man, and shoot the breeze and see your South Bend lathe there. Your old and proud South Bend. Oh, Van Man, I was gonna tell you, my buddy Jim from Grand Island was over to, I think it's O'Connell Machinery. They rebuild bullards there. They are in, I think, the old Pierce Arrow building off of Elmwood there. They're looking for machine rebuilders. They got a couple retired guys that work 3 days a week. I know you're pretty happy at your current job doing heavy mechanic work, but yeah, I think it was O'Connell Machinery that rebuilds the bullards there, and right in Buffalo there are looking for machinists that can rebuild stuff and scrape ways and all that. All the stuff in Conley's rebuilding book, I would imagine they have you do. My buddy Jim said they got a Rockford hydraulic open side planer at O'Connell that they're using to plane new tapered gibs for the bullards that they're working on. So I don't know if you're interested in a different job, but O'Connell Machinery there in I guess that's North Buffalo is looking for machinery builders. Drugs are great, but the surgery didn't work out. Yeah, that they're up there. Oh, why did I just get dark? What's going on here? Hold on, let me. Maybe is that better? I don't know why I got dark here. That's better. Yeah, that's not far from Hurdle. No, but I know Van Man worked for. Did you work for Carborundum or it was Carborundum Abrasive? I thought Niagara Falls. But anyhow, I usually come to Buffalo and I stay a week. I get a hotel in Hamburg. The aperture on your camera stopped. Step down, letting less light in the camera. This is a web. This is part of my laptop. This thing is just. Yeah, I figured you said aperture. This thing comes with the computer. It's in the lid of my laptop. It's probably as cheesy as they come. So yeah, I will definitely look into a better, pod camera or something. But my friends at work, my friend Sean in telephone support services, he's got like a whole bunch of these headset mics, and this is his old one. He said, Dan, just keep it, take it home. You can use it, you can have it. I'm like, yeah, Sean, that's awesome. Yeah, so now I got my little microphone, 2 turntables and a microphone where it's at. Yeah, don't listen to me. So maybe I'll drive my new Chevy truck up to Buffalo. My buddy Jim there on Grand Island, he has for me. I was going to buy a Pratt & Whitney radius grinder. It's like a tool cutter grinder. Best price for a camera. He's got a tool cutter grinder. I think it's an R6. And The funny thing is, I've seen this Pratt& Whitney tool cutter grinder on Craigslist in Buffalo. When I lived back up in Buffalo, I want to say 14 years ago, 13 years ago. And it was unmistakable, this Pratt & Whitney tool cutter grinder, because it had aluminum riser blocks, had 3-inch risers under the, both the work head and the wheel head. And I was in my buddy Jim's visiting, and I seen it in his shop, and I'm like, oh man, you bought that thing? That was on Craigslist like 10 years ago. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was gonna buy it, and I hemmed and hawed, and I just said, and then 10 plus years later, my buddy Jim has it, and I'm like, all right, dude, you gotta sell it to me. He's like, and that was like 3 years ago, maybe it's 2 years ago, since I was in Buffalo. Yeah, right. Yeah, I could probably swing by Titusville on the way, and see Foxburg, and see Van Man, see my buddy Jim in Grand Island, New York, and make a thing of it, Seeing them on eBay. Thanks. You seen uh, video cameras on eBay a lot for live streaming, and they're expensive. The price was about the headphones. The free. Oh, the headphones were free. I get you. I understand. Well, if I come up, man, I still got that Pratt Whitney grinders. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Pratt Whitney grinders are so expensive. I've seen them for $3,000. I've seen them for $6,000. This is the older one with the sculpted base. It's kind of got like a weird curvy shape to it. It's really sexy. Awesome looking grinder. The doors open. Do a shop tour for the channel too. He means the tool cutter grinder. Yeah, it has doors on it. Yeah, it's got a door on it. Very Art Deco design. The newer ones are more boxy. Hold on, let me see here. I got a manual. I got a Manuel. Let me see how this comes out. It's backwards. These are railroad jacks, house jacks, planer jacks. Weed and Company. Yeah, man, Weed and Company. You got Frederick Douglass. No. There you go. Look at that dude. He's a serious cat right there. Buffalo Heritage Magazine, right? Killer. Oh, Hendy. This is fun. I know you can't read it because it's backup, but this is a Hendy manual. What's this for even? I don't even know. Oh, this is for man, this is fun. Let me see. This is the Hendy factory. There's the office. I got my picture taken on the front steps of that office. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm experimenting. Anyways, so that's cool. That's my Hendy book. I bought that on eBay because I've been to the Hendy factory. Awesome, right? Brown and Sharp. What's this? Rock for hydraulic manual. There you go. Man, Brown and Sharp. You guys gotta love this. Let me see here. Brown and Sharp cylindrical grinding stuff. That's for my Brown & Sharp 13 universal tool cutter grinder. I had a manual for the Pratt & Whitney radius grinder, if I can see the darn thing. Yes, I have a Handy Tool and Gauge Maker lathe. Actually, just for you, I'm going to find it in my book. A T&G. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Nope, that's the gearhead. That's the T&G right there. That's the Handy Tool and Gauge Maker lathe. I have that lathe. It's got the very similar to the one I've got. It's not the lever for the speed. It's a dial for the speed. I think that's a variator, a Reeves belt thing. Mine is basically very similar to that, like almost identical, except for the lever. So slick stuff. Manual PDF. Okay. I think I saw Pratt & Whitney in here in the Handy book. Oh yes, competitor to the 10EE for sure. Here's a guy. I want you to see this. Let me make sure the light is going to be decent. Everything here. Oh, the light is too much. Hold on, I know. There. You might be able to see at the top. A guy is running a Pratt & Whitney, looks like a 2A jig Borosaurus there in the Handy book. Because I have one. I like it. All right. Anyways. I'll put the Handy book away. What do you guys want to see? Peter Van. Handy Tool Room lathe is a work of art all by itself. Yes, it is a sexy beast for sure. I got mine all restored. I don't have the carriage on it. The carriage is in a wood box, wood crate. When I moved from Buffalo, I still never. Dake presses. Dake presses. The cool Art Deco style of the text is really neat. Jacob's Chucks. Backwards Jacob's Chucks. Now they're China Chucks. Made in China. All right. Ooh, I should send this to Steve Summers. Doesn't Steve Summers got one of these? Hold on. It is a Spanish-made Dual Bridgeport. I think Steve Summers has one like this. Maybe I should send it to him in the mail. You guys watch Steve Summers, right? He's in Kentucky or something. Yeah, right? I need to send this to Steve. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to email him and get his address. Yeah, he'd appreciate that. He's such a cool guy. Shipbreaker information. Yeah, this is kind of fun. Here you go. Anaconda brass. You Buffalo guys will notice. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's an ad from American Brass, Anaconda Brass. Oh, so welding. It's from Anaconda Welding Rods, American Brass Company. And it is E.S. Hebler Welding, Buffalo, New York. So E.S. Hebler, was doing some welding. Their shop just went up for auction a year ago. Hebler Welding. My buddy went to their auction. I forget where they're located. Somewhere near Chandler, I think. But Anaconda Brass featuring the local welding company there, Hebler, to showcase an ad for their, I guess, brazing rods. So it's kind of neat. Tobin Bronze. We can't say enough good things about Tobin Bronze. Okay, I guess it's a brand name. Well, that's neat. That is really cool. Stowe Manufacturing, the flexible Stowe grinder stand. I guess it's a cable. I wonder if it's like, oh, you know what? Stowe. Oh my gosh. That's Daniel B. Stowe, I think. My dad has a Stowe concrete vibrator, and I remember because he cracked one of the brushes caps. I gotta show this to my dad. Stowe. I guess they've been around forever. Awesome concrete vibrator, Stowe. I didn't know it was the same company. RC Neal. You probably can't see that, but RC Neal, which is different than Root Neal. I think. Yeah, Pearl Street and Root Neal was on Peabody Street. But you guys in Buffalo, I'm friends with Frank Neal. Frank Neal seen me posting on Practical Machinist, and he saw something I was posting about Harding lathes. So he gets my phone number when I lived in Buffalo. He calls me up and says, hey, this is Frank Neal. I've got a lathe for you. I think it's a Harding. You want to come over and get it? It's like Root Neal Industrial Supply Store. He's like, oh yeah, that's my brother's, and yeah, I work there too. And so Frank Neal calls me up, and he says he's got this lathe. So he lived over off Grider by the Buffalo General Hospital in that old money neighborhood, not too far from the hospital. And he's got this big old mansion-like house. Tall fella, real tall Frank Neal. And he takes me down into his basement where he's got his shop. And it is checkerboard floors. It is white and red checkerboard vinyl floors. And it was a Revette 608. And he gave me this Revette 608. I had my Lincoln Town Car at the time. I put it in my trunk, and the airbags kicked in, leveled it out. But yeah, Frank Neal gave me that lathe. He had bars of Babbitt. He had some tap and die sets. He threw all the taps and dies in the trash and just saved the wood boxes because that he thought was most important, was the wood boxes. I still communicate with Frank Neal. He lives in some apartments off Hurdle. I think he's on the 4th or 5th floor. Frank Neal is in the ham radios. He used to go to Delaware Park. Somehow he got an antenna strung up on one of the trees in Delaware Park, and he was listening to shortwave. But Revette 608 was an interesting lathe. So I gave the Revette to my buddy Jim in Grand Island. He still got it. It was a 4NS collet machine. What else did I give Jim when I moved? I gave my buddies a whole bunch of stuff. I gave my buddy Jim, I gave him well, first of all, I had a Burke number 4 milling machine, and I traded Jim for a manual for my Hendy tool and gauge maker. And I had a David Pond, like Niles Bement Pond, David Pond horizontal mill. It was like a tabletop mill. And it was so cool because it was probably 1870s, maybe 1880s. My buddy thinks 1870s. It had an index wheel that you could index the work head. I think it was for cutting gears. And my buddy Jim has since donated this David Pond mill to the Chautauqua County Museum. It's on their website. If you look, I think or is it Cattaraugus County? God, I don't remember. Yes, Niles Bement Pond owned Pratt and Whitney, something like that. I've seen it referenced in the literature. So you're right, Daniel. I have seen that. It's amazing the companies buy companies back in the day. Okay, Stowe. I'm gonna show my dad that. I wonder if they got concrete vibrators in here. No, grinders, just grinders. Stowe. I'll be dipped, as they say. Visited a friend in Olean once. Log Access Road. Ha! I remember Olean had this radio station. It was a country station, WPIG, the pig. And every once in a while they'd go oink, and you'd listen for the oink during the announcements. Yeah, we had a place across the border from Olean in Pennsylvania. It was like, we called it the farm. It was like a hunting cabin. It was in Brizzy Hollow. I think it was Allegheny County. The closest town was Millport, and the closest bigger town was Oswego. But yeah, we used to get the radio station from Olean. Ooh, I didn't even know. My buddy has a Campbell nibbling machine, and I think he's got a Campbell number 4 or 5. This is a baby Campbell. My buddy Jonathan W. You guys need to watch Jonathan W. I've not been to the hardware store in Olean, but I've heard people tell me about it. It was actually on Practical Machinist. They're talking about it. I do remember that. Man, I missed out. Well, back then, many years ago, I didn't know about it. Oh, this thing, man. Yeah. That's like a tabletop number 1. My buddy Jonathan W. If you look up his channel, Jonathan W., you need to subscribe to him. He's got like a number 4 or a number 5. It's ginormous, and it works. He cuts holes with it all the time. Fote, you guys remember Fote? Fote Transmissions, Fotte. They made transmissions on like lawnmowers and stuff. I don't know if it was part of Fote Burt and Company. I don't know. Anyhow, this is Manual Sunday. Here's some variable speed transmissions. Western transmission. They're like a Coleman wheel drive. Yeah, man, these are like a Coleman wheel drive. Industrial shifting transmissions. Kind of neat. Weird stuff find out about around me. Only thing in Olean. Because you were in Jamestown, I remember. Sporting goods. So, Jamestown. My buddy Jim on Grand Island used to live in Jamestown. Salamanca is the only town the U.S. Oh. Well, there's a few Indian reservations around Buffalo there. Tonawanda for sure. What was my brain going? Oh yeah, my buddy Jim C. He grew up in Jamestown, Asheville, New York, actually. But Foxburg, if you didn't know, well, about Jamestown, now there's Cummins. I'm sorry, there's Cummins and there's Accurate DRO. Jamestown was known for their faux wood finishes, particularly on metal and steel. They did a lot of file cabinet stuff there. I believe AVM, American Voting Machine, was in Jamestown, and they became Signor office equipment. in Jamestown. I don't know what street in Jamestown, but it was AVM, American Voting Machine. They became Signor, and they moved to Ellicottville, where everybody skis there in Buffalo. And they made all the voting machines for everybody until near Olean. Yeah. Until the electronic voting machines took over, which anybody who knows about computers knows electronic things can be hacked. So I went to the auction actually at AVM, American Voting Machine, Signor actually, and lots of punch presses and bend breaks. They had a Blohm, Bloum, German surface grinder. They had one of those Harding, Foxburg. They had a Harding horizontal mill, just like yours there at AVM. A couple Dual ML bandsaws. I bought just a shop cart for $5. It's just a roller cart painted blue with carpeted shelving. But I have this cart in my shop. That's actually my dad's wood shop. And the cart is from AVM, American Voting Machine. It's like a piece of American history. Before the voting became electronic, this cart represented, they made the machines where the curtains, you pull the lever and you check the chads and the curtain goes around you. Ellicottville full of, yes, it is probably. Everybody's got a brewery, I've cross country skied. I've snowboarded. I am really bad at snowboarding. I end up on my butt a lot. Yes. So another thing about Jamestown, they were one of the first around to have district steam. Okay. Now I might get some of this wrong, but you can correct me. District steam. Okay, hold on. With the Edison system of transformers, or maybe Steinmetz system of transporting AC with transformers, you could go long distances. But with Thomas Edison and the DC system, you couldn't transmit the DC power very far without losses, and you guys all know that. So what Edison, it was pretty smart cookie, really. What he did is he had generating stations in the neighborhoods to generate the DC. And what the deal was, there was a central city boiler, right? There's a big boiler, and due to economies of scale, the boiler was rather efficient. And the technology of the day was you could put steam in insulated pipes. You could insulate the pipes well enough to pipe the steam underground to the steam districts in the neighborhoods. And these steam districts comprised of steam turbines, and generators, DC generators. So you couldn't transport the DC very far without, loss from the resistance and yada yada. But you could transmit the steam in insulated pipes to these steam districts, right? And Jamestown had this in Jamestown, New York. And you ever see, like in New York City, they had the steam always coming out of the sewer grates? Yeah, asbestos 101, yeah. That was waste steam from the steam districts. They would give it free to the buildings around the steam district, to the waste heat, to heat their buildings. And up north, that's very important in the wintertime. So, yeah, Jamestown was one of the first places to have the district steam from the neighborhood generating power stations from the central steam boiler. And coming out of Jamestown was another company called ADSCO. They're still in business today. They're actually in Orchard Park, New York. ADSCO, I think, stood for American District Steam Company. And ADSCO made those stainless steel flexible bellows pipe couplings for the expansion and contraction of the steam pipes. And you've seen like little corrugated ripply tubing for expansion, like a spring. And That's what Adsco made, and they still make it today. They got a place. God, they were over off Lake Avenue in Orchard Park and Abbott Road, and they had a Bullard in there, a big vertical Bullard lathe, and I guess they would metal spin the stainless steel sheets into these corrugated stainless flexible dealios. Yep, two-phase power in Buffalo and Philly, of course, Philadelphia. I want to show you guys something. Okay, hold on. I got something cool. All right, hopefully you can hear me. Sorry if that was roughly. There you go. Let's see. Now I'm going to try and hold it steady. Give me a second. Okay, you'll see it says Type C, Westinghouse. It says over on the where the R in motor, it says two-phase, right? .400 volts, 500 RPM, 3,000 alts. Don't know what that is, but that says two-phase. That's off a motor from the Great Northern grain elevator. This is a bronze tag, man. There it is, two-phase. I don't know. 75 horsepower, 3,000 alts, 500 rev. God, I don't know. But you can see Nikolai Tesla's name. Whoop. Tesla, May of 1888. LeMay, I think that was Francis LeMay. I got one with Steinmetz. You got Westinghouse's patent on there. May 11th, 97. That's 1897, right? Let me click something here real quick. Get pop-up gone. Yeah, Westinghouse can openers, dude. What? Yeah, that's junk. So this one's cool. I've got a couple of these. This one, it shows up pretty well. Let me get the light just right. Westinghouse patents. All right, let me try to hold it better because I'm just being crappy here. Too much light. All right. Can you see on, I guess it would be your screen, under Westinghouse, this is Tesla, May 1st, 1888, Tesla, Schmidt, Tesla, Schmidt, and LeMay, right? And this again is 500 revs, volts, 400, two-phase, yada, yada. Now, this is also from the Great Northern Elevator on the 13th floor in the gallery off one of their motors. So just the Great Northern Elevator, which became Pillsbury and now it's Archer Daniels Midland, this was the first electrified elevator in the world before they were steam powered to convey all the line shafts and the grain and everything. When the first electrified elevators, it's still there, and it is the first all steel elevator. When you go in there, it's like somebody raised the Titanic off the ocean floor. Everything is rusty. Yeah, I don't know what alts are. That's interesting. So the Great Northern Elevator, everything's rusty. On either edge of the building, there's stairs going up, and they're cast iron stair treads. Fabulously awesome. So it's built on I-beam. It's I-beams on 6-foot centers. I think it's I-beams. No, maybe it's 4-foot centers. But either way, with plate steel on top for the floors. So I think on the 8th floor going down to the 7th floor, there's a spiral staircase in the Great Northern Elevator, and it's all made out of steel. From 8 to 7, and 6th floor collapsed. I think it was 7. I think 7 collapsed, or 6, whatever floor collapsed, and the staircase is just hanging in free space. And I walked down there, and you could just see the expanse of this whole floor collapsed, and it's all pipes and line shaft and just motors and chains, and it's pretty fabulous. I was in there repairing the roof with my dad and his company, just to keep the roof rain tight in the gallery there on the 13th floor. But I did some walking around, and it's the coolest place on earth. There's a lot of pictures I have of the elevator. There's more on its historical engineering architectural register, HEAR. It's a Library of Congress website. But if you look up Great Northern Elevator, they got a lot of pictures of the same ones that I got inside. So there's that one. This is kind of cool. Chicago Pneumatic, 11-inch bore, or 10-inch bore, 11-inch stroke. Hold on. There you go. Chicago Pneumatic air compressor, 10-inch bore, 11-inch stroke is the size. There you go. Can you kind of see it? Yeah, 10 by 11 ST. So this was a water-cooled 1-cylinder compressor. It looked like like an old hit and miss engine. This was in Archer Daniels Midland, and I got there too late. They took the compressor off the 7th or 8th floor, and to get it in the freight elevator, they cut it up with a Sawzall. Yeah, right? Not for sale at Harbor Freight. They cut this compressor into pieces with a Sawzall to get it down in the elevator shaft. But it was sad. It was sitting in the dumpster, and I saved the tag off of it. Kind of neat. It had a water-cooled compressor cylinder on this joker. You could set this up to run in your shop at like 100 RPM, belted or geared real slow, and it would just go, suck, blow, suck, blow, suck, blow, suck, blow. But could you imagine a 10-inch cylinder and an 11-inch bore? I mean, basically it's a steam engine. It's the same thing as an air compressor, steam engine. I'm sure of it. But this was really cool. I couldn't save it because it was just cut to pieces. So that's what it is. That one. What's this? Oh, there's one. There's a Studebaker. It's just from a truck show. American Truck Historical Society. I think this was in Dunkirk. I don't even know. Or Batavia? Anyway, so that's cool. That's my collection of nameplates, Let's see what else. I like knowing things that nobody else remembers. Like MRC bearings, right? Let me go. MRC bearings, ball, and roller. This is a catalog from them. So MRC, you've seen the name maybe, is Marlin Rockwell Corporation. Marlin Rockwell. And then you have these names here, you know, you just don't know. Like, you've heard of TRW? TRW, you've heard of automotive components and different things. It's Thompson, Ramo, and Wooldridge. But I think it's neat, these old catalogs. You can kind of, you know, just cool. Oops. Just cool old catalogs, you know? I mean, and I've found numbers in these before looking for stuff too, you know? I mean, pretty neat looking at bearings. More, man, I got a lot of gearbox stuff. Jeepers. Oh, yeah, this is cool. Oop. David Berg, the Bergmaster. Right? Come on now. Bergmaster. I didn't know they were still in Jamestown. That's cool. You want me to put this aside for you there? Coolest drill press ever, dude. I know, right? Didn't you tell me you got a number 0 or a number 1 there, DJ? Right? Skookum as frig. Look at that. Got some tappy doodles. Yeah, B0 bench top, right? I'll save this for you. J.W. Hoffman Machinery, Walden Avenue in Buffalo. Oh, I'm trying. Hold on. Can't see it. Multi-speed motor out of one of those wires coming out like spaghetti. Hell right. Oh, these tape drive. Man, that's saturated too much. All right. It's got the Hudai Bergmaster debacle, right? Control drum. Man, we had one of these things in Anodyne. I worked at Anodyne for a piece. Whoa, we had one of these. See that one with the dude? We had one of those. Big ass son of a jokers. What's showing here? There was a bigger one in Pittsburgh, a Bergmaster. Yeah, man. They're neat. I mean, ain't no two ways about it. I'd only stand to handle in my shop like a 0 or a 1 just because of the room it takes. Just find some cool stuff. They only go down to a 1 DH. They don't have a 0 listed for specs, or I'd read it off something. Machine controls. Man, it looks like a fuel injection pump from a diesel. Doesn't it? Hold on. Oops, too much. Too much, too little, too late. Doesn't that look like a fuel injection pump from like a Cummins or something? All right, you guys go to Harold's stream. You know, sorry I couldn't join up with Harold today, but, you know, next time I'll try. Yeah, it's a VP pump. It totally is. I'll switch over there and I'll be in the comments. So thanks for joining me. You guys totally made my afternoon. Yeah, I'm going to come over there. I'm going to end this, but thank you guys. Appreciate it. I had so much fun. All right, I'm going to head over to his. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.